I gotta make a decision pretty quickly because she'll be here in less than 6 weeks.
This week on Some Little Johnstons, Liz has a big choice to make before her daughter arrives. But first, it's off to Pensacola, Florida for her and Brice's Babymoon. They hopped in the car and made their way down to the beach. And during the drive, they got into some serious topics, discussing questions Brice might be asked at the hospital if the birth doesn't go according to plan.
If for some reason I'm not able to make a decision, like I'm unconscious or I'm hooked up to tubes, I'm brain dead or whatever, who do I want to make the decisions? I mean, it's going to be either you or Mom. They're going to ask me that.
We're not going to be talking about this because it's not going to happen. So.
Yes, but I'm just saying if. I mean, that's just things that we got to think about. I know you don't like talking about this stuff. But I know.
It was the last thing I ever wanted. My entire life is losing you.
It's not going to happen.
Brice said that because of the possible complications, he wants them to just be parents of one. Though Liz is open to expanding the family one day.
This is why I'm wanting this to be our only kid. Because it's another risk we got to take, and I'm not going to take another risk.
I know.
I mean, I would be open to just having one more and that would be it. Like, 2 would be it. Later on, I would definitely just want to wait until Leighton's a little bit older, meaning like potty trained, talking pretty good. We'll come back to that conversation and see where we'll go to make that happen.
Back in Georgia, the rest of the Johnsons were preparing for baby Leighton's arrival. They all brushed up on their CPR skills for when they babysit, taking a lesson at a local fire station, and it went well.
The Johnstons did fabulous. They truly were better than most of our classes. They nailed everything, remembered everything. They were awesome. Perfect. Well done. Good job, guys.
Saving all the babies.
Amber and Trent also prepared to renovate the bathroom between Jonah's room and Emma's room, which was overdue for an upgrade.
It's just been weird from day one, living in a house that has sinks in the bedroom. And then the idea of you take a dump, you walk out, you touch a doorknob to open the bathroom door, you go in, you touch another doorknob to open up a bedroom door to go around to wash your hands. Why?
The new bathroom setup will be more accessible and functional.
Us 5 know the world isn't made for us outside of our homes, and we've accommodated successfully throughout our childhood. So now it's time for our parents to lower our toilets, our counters, to make it a little more easier, because now that you know how to navigate through the real world, you can come back home and appreciate the fact that it was made for you.
While they're all on board for the renovation, there's one thing that's still being debated: the color palette.
I dreamed of a really bright hot pink bathroom.
Oh Lord, with a disco ball spinning.
Yep.
You have to remember, you're sharing this bathroom with boys. They definitely won't use it if it's pink.
Yeah, so I can kick them out and they can go downstairs.
Meanwhile, Anna hit the gym with her best friend Autumn, and the topic of Anna's dating life came up.
How would you describe Anna's dating life?
Dating life is trash. I'm just kidding. Interesting?
Yes, and entertaining for you.
It is entertaining for me.
Yes.
I live through her.
Yes.
So I just stay away from men. Well, she does not.
She gives me the advice, but I don't always listen to it, but at least she gives the advice.
You never listen to the advice, ever.
Sometimes.
No, you don't!
After the gym, they grabbed lunch and talked more about who might be a match for Anna.
What's your type of men?
Definitely not LP. Tried that once, didn't work out.
Like the guy from Canada? Wasn't he?
Well, that one too, but the previous one.
So you more than once?
Yes.
Twice. Obviously, dating in the LP world is a little harder just because there's less of them or distances issue, and it's not like I'm just all looking for average or talking to just average size guys. I haven't found the one.
Autumn also weighed in on Anna's type.
None of them are the same. That's the problem. So I don't really know.
Looks and age are all over.
All over the place. I don't think she has a type. I think it's just attention. If they give her the attention, she's there for it.
Her siblings also weighed in on who her perfect partner might be.
I could see Anna being with somebody who's like a dog lover, because they have your 2 dogs, Marley and Cruiser.
They have to be able to cook.
Yes, they have to. Somebody has to cook in the relationship.
Forgot about that.
Basically, if Bobby Flay and Cesar Millan had a baby and it was a little person.
Autumn ended up proposing a fun idea to spice up their dating lives.
Let's make hinges for each other. And we find a man for each other. And
Okay,
then we
bet.
go on a blind date.
Bet.
Don't say bet and don't mean it, because I'm being for real.
It'd be fun.
Okay, we'll do that. We can do that.
You're only young and single once.
True. Hey, we'll get free food and drinks.
Meanwhile, down in Pensacola, Liz and Brice were having a blast on their Babymoon. They went to the graffiti bridge for a creative date and poked fun at each other as they got started painting.
Those cow gutters?
Udders.
Udders.
Gutters.
Sorry. No. It reminds me of a cow, like it, the
No.
pattern of a cow and then the gutters.
Udders.
Udders, sorry. So what should I do? I'm just confused of what to do.
I'll let you paint her name and see if you remember how to spell her name.
Paint her name?
Mm-hmm.
With Leighton. Leighton. Leighton Drew Bolden.
Bolden.
Liz painted a floral design and Leighton's monogram, while Brice painted a fish. They later went fishing, a pastime that Brice is hoping to pass on to Leighton. While they hung out on the pier, Liz opened up to Brice about her living situation and how it's been hard to be alone at the house now that Miller's gone.
Since we lost Miller and I have a big old house to myself, I kind of don't like being there anymore since you're not there all the time now. And I'm really not there because half the time I'm just working, wanting to work because I hate going home alone to like nothing now, figure out something else.
Well, I was thinking the same thing, to be honest.
Like possibly even like a whole new house or me buying a house or just something, because now it just makes no sense for me to be down there since I'm so far away.
It left Liz with a big decision. Should she move or stay? Once she got back from Florida, she had that conversation with her mom. Amber said that for a number of reasons, temporarily moving back home might make sense.
If you were to come home, then that eliminates you and Brice having to take on these bills at this house.
Yeah,
and then you
that,
guys
and
can
then
just put money
we're
into
close to you
savings.
guys, and
you're closer
saving.
to your work.
Closer to work, but then we're closer to the hospital too, if anything scary was to happen.
Amber told Liz that she and Brice could take that time to save up to buy a house, and Liz was on board and ready for a change.
I'm not really holding any attachment to this house now. Like, yes, it was great when we had it and stuff, but now since really Miller is gone, I'm like, there's no reason at all to just be here. No, I'm fine with that idea. I always said I would move back in with Mom and Dad if it was an urgent situation. This is definitely an urgent one.
Liz also saw the benefit of living with her family when Leighton comes.
It's going to be super beneficial for Leighton and I to be back home with our family just because of the amount of support that I will have from my parents and my siblings. Really, it's like watching them take it up a notch. I mean, they're taking on the aunt and uncle role, which is completely fine because I want that. I want Leighton to have the full support and to feel super loved, and that's exactly what she's getting.
And it seems like Amber and Trent are ready to have a full house.
Trent and I are about to have 4 out of the 5 children back at home. More than
a family of 7 plus 1 little one and a live-in boyfriend.
There's no room in the inn.